What's up, y'all? We're back. Still a little sick, but it's definitely clearing out. I mean, look, I can breathe through my nose finally, which is a blessing. I am making the video inside. I was gonna make it outside today, but there's a lot of ruckus going on in the neighborhood, and I really like making the videos in my own presence, but you can't really do that when you're living with other people. So I kind of just have to deal with it. I have to deal with it until I move out of here. And a lot's going on right now, at least for me. I'm not trying, but I am in the first couple days of withdrawal of nicotine. So I got to go through some suffering to break the addiction habits and cycles that go on within the mind. It's not too bad right now. Not really much about the stress part of nicotine, because with nicotine it was about the buzz that I liked. It wasn't really necessarily that it would take stress away or anything like that. It was mostly about the buzz, because the buzz is just, it's amazing. But I gotta get rid of it. It's one of the most addicting drugs on this planet. I do not recommend nicotine to anyone. It really, I didn't think I was gonna be a nicotine addict until I partook in that drug, and then after a week I was hooked. So anyways, today is the weekend and I got a day off, and I always feel like making videos on my day off just because I have that whole day to do what I want. So kind of wanted to talk about how American society is breaking humans. What do I mean by breaking humans? I mean, American society is breaking the human mind, because the Western Hemisphere, aka America, Canada, all that, but mostly America, because when you think of the West, you think of America because it's one of the biggest countries there. America is very powerful, very abundant, very greedy, and dualistic country. Now, let's start from the beginning, okay? America. You're growing up in America. You have a childhood. You're spoiled rotten. You're fed very well. In fact, almost too well, to the point where you become obese. And then on top of that, when you're at the age that you're allowed to go to school and be taught information and gain knowledge and all this stuff to fill your mind up, you go to school. In the morning, you get on the bus, you go to school. You stay at school for a little bit, and then you get back on the bus and go home. Then you go to sleep, and then you do the same thing for the next 5 days of the week. And then you're off 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. Now, what does that schedule remind you of, people? Exactly, the 9 to 5 work schedule. See, the 9 to 5 work schedule is so, what's the word? So used in America that the school system is made to train children and prepare children for that 9 to 5 schedule. Now think about it. When you're in America and you are going through the school system, how do you feel? How do you feel? Okay? Ask yourself how you felt when you were in that school system. Because how I felt in that school, when I was in school, I felt like it was pointless. I felt like school was pointless. I felt like it wasn't really doing much. They didn't even teach me taxes. I had to do that myself. It's like a lot of the stuff that they teach there doesn't even have any value in my life right now. Most of the stuff I forgot. So, on top of that, the schedule, so you get up in the morning, you get on the bus, and then you go to school. And then, during the middle of the day, you get to eat lunch there, okay? So they're training you to eat 3 meals a day because you eat breakfast in the morning as a child, and then lunch in the middle of the day at school, which is unhealthy food, that cafeteria food, it's unhealthy. And then when you get home, you eat dinner, and then take a shower and you go to bed, and then you do the same thing every day. Now, as a kid, you don't think much of it because, at least you're doing something to keep you occupied. Now, as a child, I didn't like that schedule. I didn't like school in general, but I was forced to because that's the system that we live in America. So, then, guess what? You get to high school, right? You get to high school. And you're at the age where you're able to get a job. So you get a job thinking money is going to make my life better because I can make more money and then buy a bunch of stuff and then do this and then do that and then that and that and that. See, that phase of your life in high school when you first get a job, no matter the reason for it, it's the start of your consumer era of being an American. Because the West, they're greedy. They're greedy, fat pigs. And we're spoiled. We are so spoiled. And we make a bunch of stuff so that we can have a bunch of stuff, even though there's no point in having any of that stuff. Materialistic behavior, that's what it is. That's what America is built upon. Consumerism, capitalism, and the illusion of freedom. So, you get to high school, you're working your job, you're buying this and that, and then you get out of high school and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You have 3 options. 1, you could go to school and pay for your own debt for school, for knowledge that you get for a degree that you might not even use. Number 2, you don't go to school. You you learn a trade, or you do something on the side, or, you find some other, or maybe you just get a regular 9 to 5, like a minimum wage 9 to 5. That's another option. And then 3 is you do something entrepreneurship wise. You go out of your way and you make your own business and you do this and that, whatever. It could be an idea, a service, something. Okay. Now, does anybody see the problem with this system that I'm speaking about now? The system from the start of your childhood is made to make you work until you're 70, until you're almost on your deathbed. Now ask yourself, is that really what a human life is all about? Doing the same thing every day like a damn robot? And I'm sure people don't enjoy it. And the only thing that they do with the money that they make, because obviously some people need to fill that void that comes with working every day and basically not being, just constant doing and no being, okay? It just takes away from your soul. It takes away from your enjoyment of life. Because in truth, we're not meant to work every single day. We're not meant to work as much as we do. But obviously, society has made it that way because we need money to survive in this modern world that we live in. We did this to ourselves. Humans did this to themselves. Not to mention that this society, with the schedule and this and that, we eat 3 meals a day. In my opinion, you are not supposed to eat 3 meals a day. You are supposed to eat 1 meal a day every 24 hours. You are supposed to use food as survival, not as pleasure. It takes several days for you to starve to death because your body uses the energy that it digested. And 1 meal is enough. 1 meal is enough. The only reason why America is so obese is because 3 times a day is too much food for one person. Not to mention that we're eating a lot of unhealthy stuff, a lot of fake food in this modern age. And the only reason why we're eating fake food is because we don't know it's fake food, because they're not telling us it's fake food. And the core reason why they don't want to tell you it's fake food is because they want money. They want money. All the corporations in America, they're run upon greed. And they don't care what happens to the consumers. As long as they get a measly dollar, that's okay. That is evil. That is evil. And also with all of this consumerism, right? Corporations have also made more ways of making money by making stuff that makes it seem like you need it so you can better yourself. AKA skincare, AKA fake meat, AKA what else? This and that, weight loss medication, stuff like that. But in truth, all the stuff that they say that is going to help you is making it worse. It is all making it worse. Your health is going down the drain without you even knowing it because of what we humans do to ourselves and what we put in our bodies and put on our bodies. There's a lot of stuff that I want to change in this country, but I can't do it because it's not going to happen instantly. That's not how the government works. And it's sad to say. So I had to go talk to someone because, Someone had something to say, so I had to do it. So I just used the pause thing on the new iPhone update, because apparently you don't have to stop a video to stop recording. You can just pause it and then it will edit it by itself, that is amazing. That is amazing right there. That means I don't have to edit anymore. I can just pause my videos when I want to. And then there you go. That's it. Now, what was I talking about? I was talking about the corporations. The corporations, the schedule, all of it. It's all just fed to us as children to make us as the modern American. And it takes a part of your soul, this Western society. It really does. And a lot of people don't realize that, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know. The modern world is full of corruption, it's full of evil, and it's full of lies. And the only way that you're going to be able to get away from those illusions and lies is if you do the research yourself. Because no one else is going to tell you, besides literally no one. Except for people like me. The people like me want people to know about this stuff, because they need to know about this stuff. No one else is going to tell you besides yourself, because you are going to have to go out of your way to find this information and learn this information. And it's up to you what you do with it. That's why I'm using it to my advantage, so I can help. So I can help people know about what they don't know. And obviously some people are just going to be sheep, okay? And that's not their fault. They're going to be their unconscious self and say, no, it's all lies. It's all lies. You're speaking to me. All of this stuff is healthy. This is the only way to live. Obviously, they're gonna say that because they're unconscious, and they only know what they don't. I mean, they only know what they know. And I can't help some of them that doesn't want help. So they can live that way. They can live that way. You know, everyone has the free will to live the way they want to live. And that's okay. I'm not going to force anything upon anyone. That's why this YouTube video is here. People can take what they want from it, and people can leave what they want from it. It's not up to me. But I just want to be here to speak about this stuff, because it's important. It really is. It's important. Also, with America, okay, America. There's a lot of issues, even though we make America seem like it's all great and all that, but in truth, there's still problems here. Okay, there's problems. Not to mention the fact that these younger generations are literally paying for the next generation's Social Security, which doesn't make any sense at all. But if I was president, bro, I would change so much of America in 4 years. The problem is, the reason why we're not making any progress is because we're going backwards. We're going backwards. That's all I have to say. Nothing is changing because nobody wants to change. there's a lot of stuff. A big part of politics is that there's so much separation that no one wants to actually work together on the issues that are prominent in society. But, you know, just a lot of stuff that frustrates me when I see it, because no one's doing anything about it and no one's changing anything about it. This is the society we live in, and I have to deal with it. But in the end, all this modern age stuff, all this consumerism, all these health problems, all these political problems, all these world problems, all these economic problems, we're making those problems for ourselves. The more we make problems and the more we add and create to keep us away and feed the mind, the less in tune spiritually a mass collection of people will be. That's why other countries, I don't even know which countries, but there's other countries that are a lot more modernized and civilized because of how their society is. They're a lot more in tune with the spiritual life, because they're not so 3D based like America is. That's why America is just so depressing. They say they're come to America for the American dream, but the American dream is really just a dream. It's not reality, because you come here and then you work almost every single day of your life for a measly check, and then you can buy stuff with it, and then you do that for the rest of your life. There's no time to just do nothing and just enjoy yourself. And they literally have made the schedule for America for the weekends to be off on purpose, so people will go out and do stuff on the weekend and buy stuff on the weekend. It's just a lot, you know? It's a lot. The American dream is just a dream, because you come here, you work, and in the end, you're never really free. You're still paying off other people's debt, and you're still paying off your debt if you went to school. And you're still doing the same thing that you were doing when you were 20 years old. You're still buying stuff. Materialistic behavior. It's not even need, it's just a want, and you give into those desires because that's what American society has trained people to do. Consumerism, and allowing people to allow them to give into their desires, no matter what it is. Because desires lead to feelings, and feelings lead to feeling something other than that void that's within us all. Anyways, this is going to be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'm going to make another video tonight, but it's coming. It's coming. Okay? It's coming. Anyways, I love you. Stay present. Stay safe. Peace, y'all.